Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I created this everyday easy makeup look. I always do my makeup like this, except I don't wear lashes all the time. I did add lashes, but I don't wear lashes every day unless I'm meeting like with a client, then I'll add lashes. But for every day, this is something simple, easy to do. I'm also going to be answering some questions that you guys left me on my last video and also on my DM on my Instagram. I actually wrote down everything on my notepad that I showed you guys on my last TJ Maxx video, so I don't have to be looking at my phone. I just wrote them down. There's like 2 pages of questions here. Thank you guys so much for sending in your questions. I hope that this helps you guys get to know me a little bit better. So as always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. Let's get started. While I was in the shower, I did already use my detox mask. I have been showing this in my previous videos. I've used it already a bunch of times. I'm really liking this mask. Now, I also been loving this 24 karat gold serum that I picked up at TJ Maxx. This is by Pearl Essence. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some of this because I haven't added this yet, and I'm gonna start answering questions for you guys. All right, so for my first subscriber's question, her name is Janice. She says, I want to know where you are from, if I'm Latina. Yes, I am Latina. Yo hablo español. And my parents are Cuban. They were born in Cuba. And I was born here in Miami, Florida. I've never been to Cuba. I would love to go there. But yeah, my family is Cuban. I do have like grandparents, great-grandparents from Spain. But the majority of my family is from Cuba. Alright, and then my next question is from Mary. Where are your sunglasses from? Oh, that's right. I was wearing these black sunglasses on my video. I think I've worn them a couple of times on my video. But I got those sunglasses from AliExpress for like $6. I couldn't even believe it. So my daughter was on AliExpress. I'm just mixing my lip plumper because since it's like in a big jar, I feel like you have to like mix it around. So my daughter was on AliExpress, like I said, and she was showing me some stuff on the website that she wanted. So I got on the website and I started looking up like sunglasses, and I came across those black sunglasses. Oh my god, guys, I was super worried about the quality because they were only $6, but those glasses are super nice. If I find them, I will link it down below in the description box. I'm gonna go in with this brightening gel that I've been telling you guys about as well. I really like this so much. Alright, so my next subscriber, Veronica, is asking how far are the stores you go to from each other? The ones I mainly film at that you guys see all the time are super close to each other. I have a TJ Maxx that's like a mile away from my house, and a Marshall's that is also like a mile away. They're both one's TJ Maxx Home Goods, the other one's Marshall's Home Goods. And there's one that's a little further down, but it's still not that far, maybe like 15 minutes from my house. My next subscriber, Linda, she's asking, can you tell us where the TJ Maxx and Marshall's you go to? I live in Miami, Florida, and the TJ Maxx and Marshall's that I go to are in Miami, Florida, and it's in the area of Kendall. So if you live in Miami, Florida, Kendall area, these TJ Maxx are in that area. My next question is from Jenna. Where did you learn to do makeup? There's 2 questions. Where did you learn to do makeup? And what is the hardest thing for a makeup artist to do? So let's start with where did I learn to do makeup? I remember when I was little, I had Barbies and I would always like cut their hair and give them hairstyles. I loved dressing them up. That was like my favorite thing, like going to the toy store and buying like outfits for my dolls. I even made clothes for them as well because I love sewing and like making stuff. And then I also had like this Barbie, and I think they still sell them, but it's like it's like a head and it's just like the shoulders. Now they have it like with the little hands, so you could do like the nails too. When I was young, they didn't have that. They only had like the head part, so they, you know, you could do like makeup, you could do hairstyles, and I just always loved that. As I got older, I remember that I used to get like magazines, and I used to get like a pen, like a black pen, and I would draw eyeliner on everybody, even the guys. Like I would draw a wing liner on everybody, do lashes. So yeah, like I feel like I always loved doing makeup as I was growing up. I never thought I was gonna be doing it for a living, but I really loved doing makeup so much. And then as I got older, when I started working at a salon, I got my license in the year 2000. And when I was working at that salon, I was doing like nails mainly at that time because I had just started. I learned a lot at that place, but I feel like I learned a lot at the second salon that I worked at. And the second salon that I worked at, the owner on Mondays had people come in, like specialists come in and teach like updos, makeup, hair coloring. Like they always had, it was workshop on Mondays. We had workshops at the salon, so I loved working at that salon. I feel like I got so much experience working there. As a makeup artist, the hardest thing, if it's like doing makeup, like what is the hardest thing doing as a makeup artist, is probably doing my client's lip liner, because a lot of clients, well, I don't want to say just they, like we talk a lot when I have my clients, and I love talking. So like they'll start saying a story and then we're talking, and so like basically most of the time like my clients are talking the whole time while I'm doing their makeup. So when it's time to do the lip liner, I'm there like doing the lips and they're talking. So I'm like, and I don't want to tell them like, can you like shush a minute, let me do your lip liner. I don't want to be rude, so I just, I'll stop and be like, oh, okay, really, and I'll go back. But even if I go back, they're still like talking, so you're literally like, it takes so long. And then like if they're not talking, super easy, boom, you just do the lip liner, you do the lips, and you're done. It could be the easiest, but if they're talking, it could be the hardest thing to do. Alright, so my next question is from my subscriber Marie, and she's asking, do you use the brushes you buy from TJ Maxx every day or once in a while? So I have a lot of brushes, and not only from TJ Maxx, but from shows, makeup shows. As a makeup artist, I get discounts with a lot of makeup brands, so I have a lot of brushes from different brands, but I really love the TJ Maxx brushes. The ones I use for my everyday, which I don't have them here, I have a little bag that I use my everyday makeup. If you guys want me to do a video and show you my little bag with my everyday makeup, I'll show you guys that, because I have my clients' makeup in my studio, and then I have the ones that I film with, and then I have my personal, like the one I use like every day. I think like all the brushes, or most of the brushes that I use for every day, are from TJ Maxx. On my clients, I use Real Technique brushes, and I also use brushes that I picked up from like makeup shows. And I think I do have some that are from TJ Maxx, but they are mainly like Real Techniques. I just really love the Real Technique brushes, and I always use those on my clients. Alright, my next question is, what other careers have you had in your lifetime other than being a makeup artist? This question is from 007 Bon Girl. Other than being a makeup artist and hairstylist, I do have my real estate license. And I've had my license now for 4 years. My dad is a broker. Okay, this is kind of like hard talking and doing your makeup. So my dad is a broker, and I got my license, and I was working with him for a little while, and I kind of feel like I stopped doing it. I got busy, especially when I got my license. I was super busy with like my makeup clients, and I don't know, I just kind of like stopped doing it. Like I do have my license right now, I just have it inactive because I'm not working in the field right now, but I do have my license, and I don't want to lose that license. Like I literally renew that license every 2 years, because you just never know when you're gonna get an opportunity somewhere, and it's good to have that license. So I do have my license. Alright, so my next question is from Maggie, and she's asking, what is your fave eyeshadow brush? So one of my favorite brushes to use to blend is this TG blending brush. You guys have probably seen this in like every video of mine because I use this all the time. And I was introduced to this brand when I worked at the salon, at the second salon that I worked at, because that's where I started doing a lot of makeup. And I loved this brush. Like, I fell in love with it. I love how it blends like the makeup. It's so good. I actually pulled up, and I'm gonna link it down below. This is the website, and they have the brush right there. And the brush is only $12. I think that's such a good price for this brush, but I really love that brush. And then I also have this brush. It's the C441 blending crease brush, and this one I got at a makeup show. I want to say it was from Crown Brushes. I have a lot of brushes from Crown Brushes. I'll link it also down below if I find this brush, but I love using this brush. So those two brushes are like my favorite brushes to use. This is like my everyday makeup. Like I said, this is what I do mostly every day. I am gonna add lashes. I usually don't wear lashes every day, but for today's video, I'm gonna add some lashes. So I do my makeup a little different when I'm going out. I usually do it like how I do on my videos. When I show you guys, I always do my eyebrows. I do my eyes first. I do the eyeshadow. I do all of that first, and then I finish the rest of my makeup. But when I'm in a rush for every day, I like to do the opposite. Like, I like to do my eyebrows, set my eyes, and do my foundation and my concealer first. So for my foundation today, I'm just gonna go in with my Wet n Wild foundation. Now, I like to either blend it out with a beauty blender or with a brush. This was a limited edition brush, but I know that every year they come out with one. This one, I love how it like blends out the makeup. And since it's for like an everyday makeup, I don't put that much foundation. Now my next question is from Makili. It's Mkill. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm so sorry. So her question is, how did you start your company called I Do Makeup 21? Okay, so my company's name is actually I Do Makeup LLC, and I had to add the 21 to my social media and like even my website because I Do Makeup was already taken. Sorry guys, my camera cut off while I was talking. Okay, so the first thing you want to do, or the first thing that I did when I started my company, was think about a name. So I specialize, I've told you guys before on my channel, I specialize in weddings. I do a lot of weddings, even though I do all kinds of special events and everything, but I mainly do a lot of weddings. I had wrote down like on a notebook like a bunch of names and everything. I went with the name I Do Makeup because since I work with a lot of brides say I do. So I was like, okay, I do makeup. I think that's gonna be it. So I went online to see if the name, like there's this thing called Sunbiz, so you have to go on there and make sure the company, you know, that name is available and that you could use it. So the name was available, and I was so excited. So that's how I picked the name I Do Makeup. I think that's like the first thing that you need to do if you are thinking of opening your own business. Any business, doesn't have to be makeup, whatever you guys are thinking of doing. So every year you do have to pay your company, and you got to do your taxes, you got to do everything just like in any business. So I remember I did my Facebook, I opened up my page, and I started putting like a lot of before and after pictures. I think that's very important when you're starting your business. You want to keep up, and if you guys follow me on social media, you guys see me post all the time my makeup, my work. People that ask me when they want to like start a business, like they ask me for advice, and I always like to tell them, I'm like, get your experience. Don't just like open a business and you've never worked at a salon and never had that experience. I feel like that experience that I had all those years working in a salon really helped me. A lot of girls just want to do, obviously, like just makeup. I always recommend for them to go work at, like, you know, like at a MAC counter maybe. I mean, it could be MAC, it could be anyone, any of those like makeup counters in the department stores. I think you're gonna get a lot of experience working in these places. So I'm gonna add some blush. All right guys, so my next question is from Shanika. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. She actually won one of my giveaways in one of my past videos, and she wants to know, and Girl, I always see your comments. You comment like in every single one of my videos. I love you so much. So she wants to know, how long have I been a freelance makeup artist? Before we get into her question, I did want to show you guys, because I'm going to be using this in my next couple steps. So I had somebody reach out to me from Amazon, and they wanted to send me a product to try, and it is this little mini portable fan that you could take with you. Look how cute this is. They do have like different colors of these fans. They did send me the white one. A lot of people send me emails every day about products to try, and a lot of them I turn down, and a lot of them I'm like, I think about it. Is it something that my subscribers are gonna like? And when I first saw the fan, I kind of thought about it at first because I wasn't sure. Every time like I use like my setting spray, I'm always like drying it like this, like with my hand. My eyelashes, the same thing. At least when I'm doing my makeup on myself, because when I do makeup on my clients, I do use my airbrush machine to dry their lashes. So this is not something that I would use on my clients. But for me personally, like when I'm doing my own makeup, I was like, wait a minute, I could use this for when I'm doing my makeup. So I'm gonna go ahead and try it out. I'm gonna link all the information about this little fan down below, and I'm gonna put some setting spray on. Here, you just open it, you just turn it on. So I wanted to share with you guys that, because I thought it was really good. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna do my highlight. I'm gonna use the Physician Formula highlight. All right, so back to the question. It was, how long have you been a freelance makeup artist? All right, so freelance on my own, like not being in the salon, 7 to 8 years, honestly, like 7 to 8 years. She also is asking me, how many kids do I have? Well, you guys already know my little one, which she'll be 15 in November. Oh my God, guys. So my youngest daughter is going to be 15 in November, and we are planning her 15s actually. By the way, I'm using this YBF palette that I got at TJ Maxx a long time ago, and I don't remember if I've used this palette. Maybe I did a video. I know I showed this to you guys a long time ago. This was only $6.99. I still see it sometimes at TJ Maxx, but I really like this palette for $6.99. And remember, I talked about the packaging, how nice it was. Then my son and my oldest daughter, their birthdays just passed now in August. So my son just turned 18 and my oldest daughter just turned 22. And when I say that, I'm like, oh my God, I cannot even believe that I have a 22-year-old daughter. But yeah, so I have 3 kids, but you guys have seen my daughter, my youngest especially, going out with me to look for like makeup and stuff. All right, so I'm trying to keep this as simple as possible. I really don't want that much. I forgot that this palette is really pigmented, so it is coming out a little darker than I wanted, but it's okay. I'm gonna add a little bit more to the outer corner just to give it a little bit more definition. All right, so for my next question is from Carrie, and she wants to know what made me like start YouTube. So I have my iPad, and literally every night, like there's people that read books before they go to bed or watch TV before they go to bed. Like for me, what I love to do is I just put my iPad on, I put my headphones on because I don't want to like bother my husband, and I just watch YouTube videos. So my clients would always tell me or like leave comments on my videos on my social media like, oh, you should do YouTube. But I know myself, how I am. Like if I'm gonna do something, I like to give 100%. Like I knew that if I was gonna do YouTube, it was gonna be time consuming, which it is very time consuming. I love it. I love YouTube. I love sharing with you guys my makeup tips, and I love seeing like the comments that you guys leave me, and that's what makes me happy. As long as you guys love what I'm showing you, I think that's the whole point of YouTube. Just gonna add a little bit of mascara. So I'm using this mascara that I picked up at TJ Maxx. I showed it in my last video, guys. I forgot. You see what happens? Like I'm talking and I'm forgetting steps. I always like to add a little bit of like the color that I use on my crease area under my eyes. So I really loved doing this video for you guys. I'm gonna add a little bit of this highlight from the Full Brow brand that I've been using. I'm just gonna add this to the inner corner of my eye. Just gonna add a lipstick really quick. Again, I'm just gonna do something light. Once I wipe it off, I like to go back in with that foundation brush, and I don't add any foundation, just whatever's on the brush, and I just go over the lips again. I just go with the same powder that I use for under my eyes. Kind of just set it like that. I'm just using this NYX lip liner, and this one is in Natural. And I'm going to use one of these liquid lipsticks. This was from the KKW collection that Kim Kardashian did with Kylie Cosmetics. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching and sending in the questions you guys sent me. You guys already know I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for always watching my videos, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!